everybody, but this particular group in particular was very, very special to the Lola. It's been 3 years, about 3 weeks ago today, I believe, 3 years and 3 weeks since Lola passed away. Every day there has been a bit of sadness, and that includes today. However, the pleasure that I have derived from standing here and hearing all of these testimonies about how great Lola was and how nice she was to you makes me feel so very good. And what was said about her influence on these people who have been here so long reminds me of a national fraternity that places on the tombstone of their decedents that says something in Latin, I believe, Dum Passit Clamat, which I understand translates to though silent he speaks, or though silent she speaks, as the case may be. A little bit oxymoronic, but nonetheless true. And certainly Lola has proven that you can influence people and speak to them even long after they have been gone. Somehow, I really think that Lola understands today and has heard these very positive remarks. And I couldn't be more pleased having this lunch here. It brings back so many memories. I'm not going to go down the line and tell something about everybody, but I can't help remembering that day that Peggy Smith turned either 40 or 50, and everybody in the business office showed up in black. And I think she cried just a little bit. Every one of those ladies who spoke is a special to Lola. And Lola was not their boss. She wouldn't allow that to be part of it. She was one of the workers. She took responsibility for what happened. And she didn't consider herself the boss. Went shopping with them. They went to Hopkinsville when that mall opened over there. We go telling how many times. And I can tell you so many funny things about those trips. And some of the things they did, maybe I wouldn't want to tell. But nonetheless, I'm so very pleased that the Murray Callaway County Hospital has chosen to honor the memory of my wife of 58 years, Lola Jane. And I certainly thank Mr. Bailey, and of course Susan Davis has been heavily involved in this, as has Keith Travis, who called me and just apologized for not being able to be here today. But again, it's a real pleasure to see so many of her friends and know how much she meant to you and you to her. And I was thinking when they were all up here speaking, thinking in particular about Stuart Poston. Back in the days when he came aboard, it was customary for the chairman of the board to bring out the prospects, or at least the one that had been hired. And Saturday afternoon, about 2 o'clock, if I remember, I think Bob Miller showed up with Stuart Poston, and she was watching for them because she had heard that he had been chosen. She hadn't seen him. And when he got out of the car, she thought that was his son. And she was but she was always in on that kind of thing as well. And then one of the things that Bob Miller said, and this came to me from one of the directors of that time, it wasn't exactly a crisis, but it was a little bit of a tough time in as much as the administrator had left and something had to be done in the way of management. She really did fall in place. But this gentleman told me that Bob Muller said to the rest of the board, you don't have to worry about this. You give me Lola James and we will take care of it. And he went ahead and said that they in fact did. And Dr. Dan, I'm so very proud of you being here with Ginger today, because Bob was so very special to her. And I have reservations about mentioning board members, but there are 2 in particular that I do want to recognize who were her very, very strong supporters also Jim Garrison. Sadly, the late Robert O'Miller, Jim Garrison is still living. And I never go to see him that he doesn't tell the person looking after him, he is the husband of Lola James. Lola James is always very, very positive. And I was thinking before I came down here that she worked for at least 6 administrators, starting with Jack Walker and on up to Stuart Poston. And I think she had good rapport with all of them, and especially with those people she called her girls. And I want to say to her girls once again how much I appreciate not only what you said here today, but the nice things you did and the hard work that you gave for Lola James for those, 41 and a half years for her, and many of those years was with this crew that you heard who were hired by Lola. She took great, great pride in the longevity factor of those people that she hired, and rightly so. And Keith Travis just mentioned to me yesterday how proud he was of the business office that you simply do not find longevity like that in any other department, or maybe in any business that he knew about. You're all close friends of hers, close friends of mine. I consider you my friend, and I certainly thank you for all of your remarks, and especially the many kindness that probably everyone here at one time or another has shown Lola James. I miss her so very much, and always will. But seeing her memorialized and honored here today really makes me feel great. So proud of the sign or that plaque that is being unveiled. And Keith, I hesitate to say this, but I was well aware of how hard she worked and how much she accomplished. And I remember that on one occasion when the first construction was in progress, she worked 7 solid weeks without a day off. Now, I don't mean that she came in and worked 8 hours on Saturday and Sunday, but she came sometime during that period. It might have even been a longer period of time, and took care of something for that day. And this brings me around to this. I'm a little bit embarrassed to say this, but then on the other hand, I believe it's due. And so I will say to you that she apparently did more work than even I knew about, and I want to come to your office after this is over and file for some back pay. Thank you all, and especially to Mr. Levy and the staff at Murray Callaway County Hospital, the dear friends who are here, and Lola's girls. I love everything you said, and I love all of you.